Hey.
I didn't want to test it. I didn't want to break the sound by talking,
You're like looking at me, like looking up.
as we have been. Yeah, but it works. Antisocial Experience 228. I didn't put that in the title, but that's okay. We're still counting them up. We know where we're at with it.
We're not counting them down.
Let me flip over here to the chat.
I wonder how we do negative episodes.
Should we start counting them backwards?
Yeah, let's see if we can get back to 0. And then we can just act like it's our first time too. We'll slowly get worse and worse.
I don't know how we can get much worse.
I was just gonna say if it's possible.
It is. It's actually very possible.
I can make it happen.
Just watch. The right one of two, and that can sound confusing unless you've read the description. But we're talking what? How do you pick the lesser of two evils?
I don't.
Right. And generally, people will associate that with like the
politics.
Yeah, the monkeys that you got to vote for when it comes time for the guy.
Yeah, the big.
What is it?
The election?
The president.
Yeah,
yes.
for whatever.
What the hell's his name?
Yeah, whoever.
That tells you how connected to politics I am.
We'll call you the figurehead.
And I should probably care more.
No, you shouldn't. It's not going to matter.
Oh, okay.
It really doesn't.
But yeah, we're not talking that today. Today we're talking guns and knives.
And greed.
And greed.
Yeah, I don't know.
That could be a thing, definitely. I saw a thing about, obviously, having social media. A Twitter account, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. You're going to see people making posts about this, that, the other. And I happened to see one, whether it was true or not, but it was Sleepy Joe, the president.
Yeah.
He said about, I banned assault weapons once in this country. I'll do it again or something. I'm going to ban them for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Is he only talking like automatic, like the semi-automatic assault rifles, like ARs?
Yeah. So what's happened is since 3D printers has come out, okay, these 3D printers.
Well, that and the automated milling machine, ghost guns.
Right. But you can basically make these fucking clips, and they can turn semi-automatics into automatics with just this little kitschy.
Just these little. Well, they had the Hellfire trigger. They banned that. They had the bump stock, which when it shoots and recoils, the stock fires it back forward.
Right, but that's still legal in some states.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's talking.
I believe this one it's legal too, Pennsylvania.
I'm not sure.
I think it is.
I'm not up on my AR knowledge. Perhaps I should be.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess.
And then I'm trying to get some numbers here. Let me look at this. So I'm not from the country. I wish I knew. Hold on, Bandol. Firearms Amendment Act 1997. Hold on, we'll pull this up. I'm trying to look at the info. When did Chris is in the chat? Can you tell us when guns got banned in the UK, and who that was by? When that happened? 97, 96. One of them years.
Guns are completely banned over there?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
really?
yeah, like it's a big, like it's more of a big thing. Like knife crime is a thing there because of guns being banned. And it's a lot of countries over there not allowed to have guns, handguns, anything like that.
We're idiots.
Well, yeah, no shit. But it goes without saying that
we're idiots.
But you also have, people that talk, you know what I'm talking about, the people that...
These people that we live around.
Well, there's that, though. Their rights.
Oh, yeah, their fifth commandment. Yeah.
Amendment.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever.
Commandment.
Yeah. Yeah, Moses, Jesus, the president, whoever.
Do you think it would be a different word? Okay, let's say the Bible was true for a second.
What are you saying it's not?
I'm not saying it is or isn't. But let's presume that it was true for this moment.
All right.
And let's also say that guns were a thing in the time of Jesus and everybody. Would the world even be here now?
No.
It would have been long wiped out.
Yeah, dude. Jihad's been going forever. Holy war's been going on for a long, long time. We'd eradicated each other by now.
Right. So if they had guns back then, there would be no present.
No shotguns are allowed, so not all guns are banned. However, strict criminal record for us before getting a license for clay pigeon shooting. Oh, no shit.
So
Dude,
not all guns are banned?
dude, no, just shotguns are allowed.
Oh, okay, so shotguns for clay pigeon.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, and
You can, like, go here and buy a shotgun and a pack of cigarettes and, like, a fucking ounce of weed
at the
and some
corner
yeah,
store.
I was gonna say, and some gas, you know what I
At the
mean? Like,
corner store,
yeah.
right?
You actually can in New York. I wasn't joking about the ounce of weed and everything, like, you can do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how hard is it to go out and buy a knife in the UK? Let's find that info out if we can. So while we're waiting on that, because knives here, you can there's like
Is
whatever
it
you want to call them, head shops,
dude,
novelty
True
shops.
Value?
Yeah, you can walk in, they have knife displays.
Yeah. True Value has a knife display. A nice one too.
And it's not like crimes happening with knives isn't a thing here. Two
O obviously.
2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
That dude got murdered like
Yeah.
right
Ganked.
feet from your door.
Yeah, ganked. My mom was like, "Don't go outside." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Then I was like, "Ooh."
Dude, that was nutty to be out driving around that night. And like I said, seeing that type of response from the police, like they had lights on and driving fast, and only if traffic was going to be getting in their way would they throw the sirens. But they were out like patrolling, but like patrolling at like 60, 80 miles an hour up and down these streets, trying to find those people.
Hey, did I tell you remember when the 2 cops hit each other on
Mm-hmm.
9th Street? Did I tell you what that was about?
Mm-mm.
So, the one of those cops like, remember how they said it was a whatever, one was turning around and the other
The
one
people were making posts about it, and they were instantly getting
yeah, like,
knocked off of
including mine?
Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
including mine. The one cop was banging the other cop's wife, and he deliberately T-boned him. That's what happened, and then was forced to retire a month later. That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah, block that, Facebook.
Mhm.
But that's exactly what happened.
So that's what that was about.
Yeah, and that like, they
It
got
wasn't an accident where they hit him. Dude just plowed
dude
into
plowed
the
into him and then drug him out of the car, and then told, like, bystanders, like, "If you fucking say anything, like, don't." That's no bullshit, man.
Wow.
How else would that happen? Come on, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
2 guys hurrying to 2 different scenes of the crime, something like here and there, and
Nah.
one
T-bone.
one's going and one's like, "No, my siren and lights is better."
Yeah,
"Nah,
no,
mine is."
he
"Whoop.
just fucking straight. He's like,
Alright, chicken. Bang."
yeah. Anyone over 18 years old can go buy a kitchen knife, but yeah, knives have a strict ruling when being carried out of home, so technically not illegal. Fucking hey, dude. It, like having a knife here is like, my buddy got arrested, like arrested. You know, like he's laying on the floor and he's like, he still has a knife, like grabbing the fucking dirt under his toenails or fingernails. You know what I mean? Like he's handcuffed doing it. They didn't even take the knife off him,
Right.
but in jail.
That's nutty.
Yeah.
That's straight nuts, man. But it's like, how do you pick the lesser of 2 evils? Like, let's say we were gonna have something banned in this country.
Dude, if you ban knives, they're going to use rocks. If we ban rocks, they're going to use, it's never,
Right.
we're never going to stop.
Right. So you get rid of guns, the knife crime goes up. You get rid of knives, and then we see a
The
rise in blunt force trauma,
right, yeah, bricks, cinder blocks, you know, like
rolls of quarters,
yeah,
and
cars
socks.
hitting people, you know, like fucking a.
Yeah, I don't think there's any answer other than the screening process when buying said thing. Like,
No, and that's the best you can do, really.
and they even messed that up quite a bit because look at all the guns that have got into the hands of maniacs for shootings. And not only that, people that have like just the whole school shooting thing. That's just however that person got that gun, those kids, either whether illegitimately by stealing it or
Mm.
having parents, that in parents not taking the proper precautions to keep those weapons locked up. Like we have firearms in the house, but they're locked up.
I don't for my own personal safety.
Well, yeah, I don't can't speak to that one.
I wish they would ban baseball, Chris. I wish to God they would for just straight boredom. They're like, this is boring. It's out.
Right. Now I get what he's saying though about
Yeah.
are they gonna ban and right. How ridiculous do you have to go? Because like
Yeah, dude, I could really kill you with anything. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we're really if we wanna keep banning stuff, we're turning this it's gonna be a word like what was that movie, Idiocracy?
mm-hmm,
Where everybody was the same and stupid and
mm-hmm. It was called Phillipsburg.
was it?
It is now.
But now it like we got to take shoelaces so we can't strangle people. So we're all wearing Velcro shoes back
Oh,
like
dude,
we're kids
that would
again,
roll.
right? Or
Yeah.
slip-ons. Better yet,
Yeah,
slip-ons.
I got them right now.
We can't wear no socks because you can unthread those to make string and take string to make rope.
And you can hang yourself with them.
As is evidence, many people have done it in jail.
Yeah.
They make jewelry out of threads and colored pencils, you know?
And they hang themselves by wetting the sock and tying it around their neck and
So yeah, how ridiculous do we need to be as a people, or is there another answer?
I don't know. People are gonna kill people, like he said. Like it's just the way it is.
Other than to keep banning stuff?
Yeah, banning is just I don't know. It's a fucking political move more so than anything in my head.
Yeah, I think I would as a non-political person, I would agree with that. That the president saying about wanting to ban assault
Yeah.
weapons. Yeah, that's a total political move.
Yeah. Everybody like in this politics, they think they're talking like my side's the good guys and the other side's the bad guys. Like I want to let everybody know who's watching this. Both sides are bad guys. Okay. Both sides
At,
are the bad
at
guys.
least in this country.
Yes. Okay. Both sides. They're bad guys. Like, so if you're with that party or that party, if you're with fucking Donald Trump over there in the corner, he's a bad guy too. So there you go. There's your answer. Be a good person. That's all you got to do.
That is a simple rule.
I know, man. It's not hard.
I think we tend to how do I say it? Keep this keep away from politics and political matters, you know.
I don't vote. I was always told if I don't vote, I shouldn't have a fucking opinion on it. So
Right.
that's
And
fine.
I don't vote, which is why I don't have much of opinion myself. And people may get mad at that I don't vote.
Fuck people.
Yeah, there's that too. But it's also like there's one of the main reasons we don't go too political on this show. There have to be thousands of other shows and way more popular people talking about this shit, sorting these problems out.
I don't know about popular, but okay.
Yeah, well, I'm talking like Louder with Crowder.
Yeah.
He does some pretty controversial shit, and they talk about whatever. There's so many other shows where people are talking about these and doing a better job than we could ever hope to do with a million years practice.
I wouldn't even want to do that job. If we came out here to talk about politics, I'd quit.
So would I.
Yeah, I would
There
quit.
would be no show.
No, I'd quit.
And some people want us to get more political over the years.
I thought you were going to say, most people want us to quit.
Yeah, most people want us to quit. That's what I meant to say. No, some people wanted us to dive into politics, and it's just like no interest.
No, none, dude. Not whatsoever.
I can't find a will to read anything in any deeper manner than looking at the headline and moving on. Or I can't
I don't
motivate
even know
myself.
that I read the headline.
Huh?
I'm just like, I'll read the beginning of the headline and be like, oh yeah, politics. And it just shuts down. I'm like, nah, no more. Or
Yeah,
like, I'll see the picture and I'm just right
like
on.
swipe like next.
Yeah, like he's on Tinder or something. Like, nope.
Yeah, I shut it out basically. I can't motivate myself to dive into that and read and research and learn.
No, dude, because even if you know, like, it's not right, it's not run by good, you know what I mean? Like,
Good evening, people. We'll go and say that. We got people filtering in here, man. Now we really got to talk about something.
you know, to not vote is to give it away, right? Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So you don't vote because none are worthy of it. Yet that vote doesn't go against anyone, right? But like, there's nobody there I'd want in. So like, why should anybody even get my vote? I'm not taking the time out of my day to go give them some sort of fucking extra little point to their fucking game.
No. And
every political party wants to screw us big time. There's only two parties and they're out to get us.
And what would happen? Like, really, what would happen? Like, it's never going to happen. We'll never see it because there are too many people that care about a donkey or an elephant. You know what I mean? The two mascots.
Yeah.
There's too many people that actually care about Democrat or Republican.
I like that guy.
But if nobody went and voted, what would they do? Like, put that situation on the table. I know there's other ways they get votes, like the electoral vote and some other shit.
Well, that's like, yeah, that's different.
Yeah, but if nobody went to the polls, voted, nobody filled out any paper, nobody made any choices.
It would just be all the dead people and fake ones that they put in.
Right. And then what's going to happen then? Like, they're just going to redo it?
No, they're probably just gonna let whoever they put the most dead people in fake ones and win, you know? Whoever can stuff the ballots full fastest, I guess.
They're like, "We got record numbers this year," and it's like the public's like, "Yeah, none was voted. How'd you do that?"
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna have to do a revote. No, it would never happen though, honestly. Like, there's too many people that care too much about that. And it's like, I don't know. I'm not one for unless it's mandatory, like, look, like, you're gonna get smashed or you know, you can, like, jump off the road and jump into these thorns or get hit by the car that's coming. Like, there's a mandatory choice there. Do I take injury this way or that way? Okay, I understand
Well,
that, but
that's a
there's
tough one.
yeah, you know, get clipped
Yeah.
by a car or jump into, like, thorn bushes. I
Yeah,
get
dude,
that.
thorns suck too, but car prey aren't really bad. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if they're not speeding too bad,
Yeah.
you might bounce off and get a couple scrapes. I get it.
And land in the thorn bush.
But there's a clear choice to make there. It's not so easy with politics. And it's like, how do you pick the lesser of two evils with that?
I
Leading
don't have
back,
that answer.
leading back to today's conversation with, I don't think there really is a choice. Just be responsible. Be
A
you
good person.
he has it. Okay, so let's get into some of these comments. I vote to completely wipe out government. We got
Oh,
an
yeah.
anarchist
Yeah,
in here.
see, I forget Chris is like I forget these guys are in a different country, so, like, they're bitching about their government, we're bitching about ours, but it's not the same government we're bitching about. But no,
Right.
I like the wipeout thing too.
Wipe out all government. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I said we have an anarchist in here.
C4 and fucking Molotov cocktails all day long.
I mean, you could do that. You could take that approach too.
I
Like,
like that approach.
what grade should you graduate in grade school to be allowed to have a knife?
First.
First? So we're not handing knives to first graders. Come on, we got to be reasonable. Let's say sixth, seventh.
6 tops,
All
man.
right, so they graduate sixth grade, and you have to have passing grades to get through sixth grade. You get handed your first knife. You know what I mean? And then when you graduate high school, here you go. Here's your handgun and assault rifle. Act responsibly.
Is this Russia?
No, but I'm saying if we do this, then everybody has it. Then there's a solution. Just arm everybody up. And then are you really gonna want to try and go shoot that guy because he's gonna might be shooting back at like shit? Did he graduate?
Yeah,
Can he shoot back?
nobody seems to care about that now. You know?
Right, but there's not a public consciousness that oh shit he went through school he's armed. But if there was,
Yeah, can you imagine, like, having to go to school with, like, John Rambo? Like, you'd be so fucked, you know what I mean? Like, fucked.
yeah,
Like,
that'd be scary days,
yeah,
man.
like, I don't care how many weapons you give me, I'm not fucking with that guy.
But now let me catch up on some of these comments in the chat. I'm looking for a mouse to actually do it. Not voting is okay. You covered that one. When they let me vote against. How the hell do you say vote against and take away then it would be democratic. Danny's in a different country too. Well, not I mean, not really. He's not. He's in Wales, I believe. Where are we at? I got to scroll to the bottom. People are commenting. Another Guy Fawkes. Who's Guy Fawkes?
That's what I was just looking up,
That's
man.
5th of November guy
I
in
think
Parliament.
that's what I was looking up.
The V for Vendetta. V for Vendetta.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's that guy.
He's known as Guido Fawkes.
Guido or Guy? No.
Also known as Guido Fawkes while fighting for the Spanish. The failed gunpowder plot of 1605.
Chris has an idea. Here, if we get to the bottom of the chat here, go back to being judge and jury and public executions.
He fucking.
That's a pretty brutal world, man. Those are different times than we live in now. But that would be. Could you imagine when they used to do that shit, execute you publicly?
Yeah. Can you imagine like being stoned to death? Like not like me stoned to death, like them stoned to death. Like people just
like
chucking rocks. Yeah, just
till the person that's getting hit with the rocks quits moving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah, public stonings, public execution, sure. I mean, it's going to be different from state to state, I'm sure. They'll vote different things in. There's a solution there, man. I mean, I like your solution better, but we found a solution. We found a workable angle at this. We
Yeah,
found 2 workable angles. Arm everybody as they get older.
and C4.
C4 is the 3rd one, and, what's the other? Oh, yeah, public executions.
To be fair, some people should be killed public. Yeah.
I don't know. That's a pretty crazy opinion today in 2022. But, yeah, I don't know. Who how would you differentiate? Do you know what I mean? And what level of crime get you publicly executed?
I think, like, rape. I think, like, fucking with
Any
kids.
murder, kids,
Anything with kids, like, fucking A.
violent crime.
Yeah, fucking A.
If you're taking life, you're losing life, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so what?
fine.
Back that's it's like biblical stuff, eye for an eye, type things.
Mhm.
Understandable. Definitely crazy though, man. Not like definitely not a show we normally do,
Mm-mm.
but it's I saw something and I'm like, "Hey, here's today's content.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
talk
not
about
even
this."
armed.
Right? I got a lighter.
I got a vape and, like, my yeah, that's it.
I got a lighter over here, man. Don't let me alone. Help.
I don't know.
Violent or aggressive against the that's another thing too. Like, I can see if you got beef with somebody, you go out and you get into a fight, or even the people like, okay, when if you wanna be one of these hoodlums that just picks fights with random people, I get that. Whenever it's people that are, or if it's gang related even, whatever. I understand that shit whenever they're messing with people, like, around their same size, own age, and whatnot, or similar age, but to go out and just beat up elderly people, like, which is a thing that happens.
No, yeah.
How I could not picture going out and beating my grandpa's ass or anybody else's grandpa, you know?
Uh,
Like, that just doesn't.
I honestly can't say I picture myself going out and beating anybody's ass.
Well, that too, but just to try and put yourself in that mindset for
I
a
did
moment.
because last week I almost did. I was angry, man. I
Well,
Somebody beeped at me, like, I was, like, in their way when I was walking, like, in a car, and, like, I followed them in twice and asked what their fucking problem was.
right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not me. They just caught me at the wrong time, man.
wrong day. Wrong
Yeah.
day, Jimmy.
Yeah, and they were not they were
You woke up in yesterday and they
dude
were in today?
dude, they were, like, 7 of them got out of that van, and I was still, like, right up, like, "What the fuck is your" like, yeah, dude, I didn't care.
Well,
Making a scene.
at least in our state, I can't speak for all. When there's people walking, there's a law, like a pedestrian law, like you yield to that pedestrian if they're
Yeah,
walking.
thank you.
And which is dumb, which is stupid because if you go to the college town a few miles from us, you got kids that aren't using crosswalks and are leaping out at all points in the sidewalk to cross the street.
Yeah, they want you to hit them.
Right. Lawsuit.
Exactly.
Mom and dad will sue for
Or
me.
at
I
least a
get that.
new suit for the funeral.
Huh?
At least a new suit for the funeral, if not
Right.
lawsuit, new suit, whatever.
But no, it's I don't know. Yeah. You yield to pedestrians at crosswalks, when they're walking. I even try to do it even if they're not, but if it's a bunch of kids running out, sorry, man. Like, you gotta use the crosswalks. You just can't be on purpose fucking with cars. Because if
Er
you're jumping out, you're gonna get hit one of these times. I don't feel bad for that shit. I don't feel bad for stupidity, I guess.
No. I don't really have any remorse for anything anymore.
I'm hearing about new laws. Should see our new laws. Let's hear about them. Put them in the chat, Bill. In Scotland, you can't smack your child no more. What about do you was it still a thing that you get paddled in school when you were little, or was that done with by the
No,
time
it
you
was
went
no, it
into
was still real.
and they finally.
Yeah. I remember that one dude had to fucking just, like, paddle hanging up on the fucking wall just so you could look at it, be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I think I told this story before, but I'll tell it again just cause. My great idea in my much younger brain was if I ever got paddled, I was gonna try because this is how it happened, okay? at least when it was still a thing when you get beat in school with a like, they had a what, I don't know. It was like a paddle, I guess is the best word for it. Had a handle, went out, got wider. Is that kind of what the same thing that
Mhm.
you had that you
Yeah,
saw?
except he had
Yeah.
holes drilled through it.
Yeah, there was holes drilled through it,
Yeah.
and some teachers had big ones. I don't know if it was to try and intimidate or what, like different ones hanging up. Anyhow, when it was still a thing in school for me, there was 2 classrooms, and then there was a closet of supplies that connected each classroom, and then you had the door that went out from each classroom into the hallway, but the closet separated the 2 classrooms, okay? So picture 2 rooms together, connected by a closet with doors that went out into a hallway. If you were getting in trouble, they would take you in the closet and have another teacher, like one there was a teacher and an aide in this like, an aide helping the teacher in each room. So they would go get the other aide, the 2 aides would hold you, the teacher would smack you. And my genius idea as a little kid was that if I ever got in trouble and got paddled, right as I went to swing, I was gonna, like, kick my legs and spin in a circle, that way they'd miss with the paddle because 'cause they'd hold you by the arms. Didn't work out that way. I got my ass beat.
Yeah?
Yeah. But try and kick my legs, like, like just like a cartoon thing.
Yeah.
Whenever they hit and they get spun around. Yeah, it didn't work out that way. Definitely not.
I was a good kid. I never had an hour detention in
Well,
my life.
I wasn't exactly being bad, but like right as the teacher come in, I was talking with a couple friends and somebody said something and we started laughing, a few of us. And right as we started laughing, teacher's like, all right, quiet. And the 3 of us, like our laughs were the last to be heard. And she's like, you, Nick, in the closet now. Like, oh
Jesus.
my God.
Jesus.
Getting beat at school, being
What
so
stuff am
bad.
I, like, over exaggerating, or is it, like, stuffy as fuck? Like,
No, dude,
okay. Like, I didn't know if I was,
it's a
like,
day for an air conditioner. We don't have it on
yeah.
to improve the audio for you people.
I just didn't know if it was like me, but I'm like, huh, like, huh.
No, dude, it's horrible. We need to go back to town where it's nicer
Yeah, to the
weather.
future, wherever, you know?
Okay, so we can't don't believe there are any other ways to punish children. I mean, look at you gotta look at punishing kids because, like, I got punished. I got smacked as a kid by parents. I didn't end up too horrible. I didn't end up as bad off as I could be, but I'm also not in the best place that I could be, let's
Like
say.
like the Indian in the cupboard? Wish
Mm,
my art teacher would have taken me into the cupboard, like the Indian in the cupboard.
no, no, no.
Oh.
Not that book.
Or that
Into the
movie.
closet.
That fucking movie's so weak.
What movie?
The Indian in the cupboard.
Is it a movie?
Fuck yeah.
I don't remember it.
I bought Hook one time on DVD, quick little story, but fucking it came with Indian in the cupboard, and I came home from work one time and fucking told her when I was living with him, he's like, "Dude," he's like, "I was bored," and he's like, "I thought I'd watch Indian Cupboard like a kid, like when I was a kid." He's like, "God, does that movie suck?" I was like, "Yeah, totally.
That's probably why I don't remember it.
Yeah, it sucks."
Sorry, whoever made that movie.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the chat.
Well, in case they
Even if
hear
they
it, they
even
might hear it
yeah,
later.
well, if they do, it sucks.
Sorry.
No, I'm not. It sucks. You could have done better.
But no, just, because with what do you do? You can yell at your kids, but with enough yelling, they're gonna start yelling back. Okay. So, and depending on how they would get hit, if there's multiple kids, they might start hitting each other. That's another thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you kinda gotta be really reserved with I think, with punishment on kids. At the same time, not being able to smack them, like,
Yeah. I don't have an answer to this. I don't have kids.
well, there's all kinds of situations that can come up. Because say you do discipline your kid for doing something crazy bad, and then they go to school and tell the teacher, then CYS shows up at your
That's what
house,
I mean,
which
dude, yeah.
CYS is, Children and Youth Services, or CPS in some states, Child Protective Services. Because they're telling the teacher something, the school calls them to have them look into it, and
Yeah, it's I don't know,
your
man.
life is torn apart and under magnifying glass now because you smacked your kid.
Yeah, I don't
So, yeah, it's like, thin ice walking on eggshells no matter what you do.
yeah, fuck that. I'll just,
Not have kids?
yeah, I'm gonna stick to that. We've made it 39 years. I think we can roll for 39 more if I make it that long, which with I am going, I probably got a good 10 left in me.
See, Phil's got an idea there. I'm talking about throwing his PS5 up the wall. or the kid's PS5 up the
That'll do
wall.
it. That'll do it.
Never gets well, you can smash stuff, but then you have to, if you're not in a situation to be able to afford more of that thing or take it. Taking stuff generally works good, but it also is detrimental kinda to because if that is something that entertains them, now they need to find new ways to entertain themselves,
Yeah, now they're bitching about that.
or they're gonna be driving you even more crazy,
That's what I meant by bitching.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
No,
so
I don't have an answer. Don't have kids. There's your answer.
some people aren't so lucky.
Be a good person. Don't reproduce. Sex can wait. Masturbate.
Mr. Tom. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up to that comment Chris had. Where is it? I got hit sometimes more than deserved, but most of the time most of the time I knew what was wrong and never got hit for nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think kids are on the same level as animals being hit or smacked or disciplined. Like, do we need? Do you know what I mean? Because you can't really discipline an animal afterwards after they've done something
No,
because that animal's not
no.
speaking fluent English and doesn't know what you're on about. On the other hand, if the kid's old enough to talk or start to understand, to know what's going on, starting to speak is speaking, I think you can discipline them after the fact a little bit because they're gonna, it can't. I don't. What if you don't catch it in the moment? Do you just not discipline them?
I don't have pets either, man. I don't
Yeah,
have
right.
easy
But no,
answers.
I'm talking about the kids.
Fuck them. Don't have them.
Yeah, right. Some people not so lucky.
No, I know.
But no, I don't think there's any clear cut answer. I think we already solved all these problems. Were solved.
Yeah, let's just figure out how to solve this fucking humidity problem. Or I feel like I'm fucking podcasting in a sweat sock today.
You can turn it on.
I don't know. We're almost done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make it. Like it's just
Dude,
fucking. It's stuffy.
Thank you, people, for filling the chat. There's so much stuff. So much in the chat. I can't even keep up with it today.
And I'm glad they're all good sports because they were laughing. I'm like, man, this is like if this was a bunch of Phillipsburg people, they'd have been in a fist fight on Troy Hill already.
Okay, here's the thing. You remember teachers at school, right?
Yeah, they were there. Yes.
You remember the one that was a wrestling coach? We don't need to throw names out, but you have to know that who was big.
Used to run all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Chris said, back in the day, I was suspended by my geography teacher for telling him to, and my computer blacked out. Fuck off. Nobody went to jail. Nobody lost limbs. I never did it again. They swapped me classes. No win situation. Could you imagine somebody telling that guy?
Yeah.
I remember the last time somebody just talked sideways to that guy in class. Like, he came out from behind the desk and ripped that kid.
Yeah. Put him in a figure 4 leg lock.
No, he ripped him up out of his desk and slammed him against the wall.
I know, dude. That guy got hit by a snowplow one time. He's still alive. Okay, like there's something wrong there. He's 5'2" and got hit by a snowplow and still alive. Like he's not human.
No, and you don't run the backpack or run to school with a backpack full of bricks for no reason.
Yeah, when you live 11 miles away.
Yeah,
Like no.
that's madness. But yeah, I've only ever heard of a few people that talked back to the guy that weren't like on the wrestling team. That talked back and lived. But I don't. Did he ended up getting fired for doing something with a student?
He retired.
He retired.
Nobody gets in trouble here, dude. You've heard that podcast.
Nobody. I've never heard that one. Nobody gets in trouble here. We should start it.
No, I'm telling you. If I can listen to that fucking podcast, it'll show you nobody gets in trouble here.
Oh, you're talking about can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. She's like, let's do this. Did the snowplow survive? I believe it did. It probably had to go back to the shed to get fixed because he's made of iron, like Rocky and Rocky 4.
Dad is messing with you hardcore, Jimmy.
What?
He's cracking on you.
The only spanking Jimmy does is when he goes to the toilet. Well, I mean, you know what I mean? I still don't have kids. So, look at yours. Look at my day. You look at your day. Yours got kids. Mine doesn't. I win.
Another thing, Phil brought up a very good point about being a parent. Try not to discipline the kids after the fact unless it's something serious.
Yeah.
Little minor shit, if it's after the fact, chances are they're not even going to remember it.
Yeah, as long as it's, like, traumatizing.
Right, right, but something that's pretty major, like busting something up or,
Or throwing a plate of spaghetti against the wall.
yeah, making a giant mess, trying to turn a white hallway black with Sharpies, yeah, let them know about that later. You can let them know
Yeah,
about
and
that
dad, I
later
also wanna
on.
throw in the fact that, like, spanking in my bathroom, like, come on, man, like, I live alone, I can do that wherever I want, kitchen, bathroom, living room, it's my house, it's my day. If I don't feel like getting up, that's where it happens. Fucking A.
It's a way to do it.
Yeah, it's my house, you know?
Case in point.
That's why nobody comes in, 'cause you just wear a hazmat suit afterwards. Alright,
Oh,
I feel
shit.
like I'm in a sock.
Yeah, we're gonna end this, people. Thank you for joining us for the show. Amazing day. It's super hot over here. I don't know what the weather is in the UK
It's
and
not even
other
hot, it's
surrounding
fucking
countries.
like we're just, like, in a stew or something, it's
Yeah,
muggy as shit,
it's
it's humid,
humid.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here sweating myself.
Yeah, it sucks.
Um, Audio episodes published every Sunday at 5. I don't know if I put a link in the description. There may be. Um, there's link in other episodes, past episodes. If not, I'll put one in for today's. Go check it out. Think about buying stickers.
Yeah, buy anything.
Yeah, buy anything.
Yeah, from us, not just anybody.
More merch to come soon. Always working on that, but as is, I don't have 2 jobs anymore. I have 1 job, and I'm creating 1 job, so
Telling you, Phil, you go without kids, you can do it wherever you want. You don't have to spank in the bathroom. Like, don't isolate yourself, spread yourself around.
yeah. Do you have an ending for today or
Yeah,
no?
I wanna end with that. I think that's some solid advice.
Solid
Yeah,
advice
spread yourself around.
and be a good person.
Yeah, always.
Always be a good person. Alright, people, have a good one. We'll see you next week.